Okay. So, they've announced the full schedule of Tennocon 2021. What time do you need to tune in to see the big reveal, or to watch the art stuff, which will show a lot of the new art stuff? That sounded really weird to say. Let's have a look at this and find out. Obviously, in case you didn't know already, Tennocon 2021 is going to be July 17th. What we are looking for down here is... yeah, that's a timetable for you. There it is. They are basically pushing the digital pack and the merch pack. The sucky thing about this is I was going to buy the merch pack, but I can't because PLM will not send it to where I live. So no more buying anything from here. That reminds me, I should really look into whether I'm ever going to get a hold of the Lotus statue, because they won't send it to where I live, because, yeah, not going that way. Then, well, there's the bundle that has both of them, and I'm really kind of amazed that, wow, the price difference is about the same as what it would be to buy them separate anyway. So you don't save anything by buying them both or buying them separately. New merch coming soon. Sorry, I have to click this. I'm hoping that they show off the stuff that they are going to have. They are not. There's the pre-order for the merch, and that is it. They're not even showing the new items that are going to come, because there's going to be a new Noggle, new floofs. There is stuff being added to the Warframe merch page, and it still annoys the... yeah. They were fixing something in 4 weeks, 2 months ago. Sorry, that's 8 weeks ago. Should have updated that by now. I'm actually going to have a look at that, and I can't help it. Not to make a video on what I just looked at or anything else, just it was the almost middle of April. It's now late June. Well, it's now near middle of June. Anyway, with the schedule, I was expecting 2 PM ET to be when they had their big reveal, but the big reveal is the last thing, so possibly 5, maybe 6. I haven't actually gone further down than this, but it will all kick off at 12:30 PM ET, which is, of course, Eastern Time. You can look it up as to when that is for whatever region you live in. And, well, it looks like Rebecca's going to be hosting most of this during the day, at least for the start. There is the sounds of Warframe, followed up by the live developer questions and answers. They are actually doing a whole post a video. We may use your video for this kind of thing for that. There is... oh, and there's tennolive at 5 PM. There is the art at 3 PM. That is basically where most of the reveals for the artwork come from. Like the next Prime, they sometimes show that off there. There is the community art and the cosplay contest. Obviously, with it being online, it's not going to be all done on the stage, which is a bit of a letdown, because the first few years of Tennocon just got bigger and bigger, and then it just, because of what happened last year, it didn't really stop. It just, let's just say, slowed down. Hopefully, if this is a thing people can actually attend next year, it will be much bigger. But it's 5 PM ET. That's the big one everybody will want to be watching. Obviously, there's going to be other things. If they do it the same as they do normally, there will more than likely be a Twitch drop or going on during the day. And the big Twitch drop, I don't know why I keep saying Twitch drop, considering they changed it to Prime or whatever it is. But anyway, there will be something that drops there. The day's main event, celebrating all things, blah blah blah. This year's big news, reveals, prizes, and everything else, hosted by the DevStream crew. Tennolive 2021 is the thing that you are going to want to watch after all of this, because that's when they're going to show off. Well, from what they are kind of hinting on, it's possibly New War related. Hopefully it's one of those, like they did last year. Oh yes, here's the New War. It looks pretty good. It's coming in a few weeks. Because they did that with Deimos last year, and it worked out pretty well. They kind of went from oh, well, it's been a kind of a crappy year, to, oh yes, here's an entire open world thing for you. There is the submission for developers, the partnership, the charity thing for the year, but, well, nothing else really about what's the Twitch drop going to be this year, which Prime are you going to be able to get by watching it. It would be absolutely hilarious if during this year's Tennolive, can you imagine it? Gora Prime. Watching Tennolive dropped a Gora Prime. It won't be, but it would be hilarious if it was. Or there was a new Prime weapon, because you know they're going to add it to the game later on anyway, and the only way to get it for now, at least for a few months, would be to watch Tennolive. They don't, it tends to be older stuff, but they did have a new weapon with Hydroid. That is now available in the game. You can still get it, but for almost a year, it was kind of exclusive to, if you watch Tennolive, you got this thing to drop with Hydroid Prime. So there will probably be some kind of Prime drop, but nothing in here mentions what it's going to be yet at all. Which, well, I think we should play this, and then we'll end it off there until more information is released about it. But judging from the image here and the image in the background, I'm guessing something to do with the news is something relay related, because that is Rhino from Relays. That is a relay statue. But let's hit play.
Coming soon on all platforms is the Sisters of Parvos update. Continuing the storyline introduced in the Deadlock Protocol, you'll be asking yourself, what scheme is Parvos Granum up to now? We've got new weapons, deadly new enemies, and an all-new water-based Warframe Ureli coming your way. But don't let her innocent look fool you, Tenno. Make sure you've completed the Vox Solaris quest and make a splash on day 1 when the Ureli blueprint gets dropped in your inbox. Be sure to tune in at twitch.tv/Warframe on July 17th for all the latest updates, behind-the-scenes sneak peeks, and score even more free stuff just for watching Tennocon.
Well, it was confirmed there will be some kind of drop during it. They did say get free stuff while watching it, so what that will be, we will find out shortly. Hopefully, I mean, it's just over a month away, just under a month away, around a month away. So hopefully they'll update that soon, but as you could expect, they are working pretty hard on the Sisters of Parvos update to get that out. Hopefully sooner rather than later would be nice, but, well, they've stopped all hotfixes, so I want to say next week, but it's launching on all platforms, so it could still possibly be the week after. Hopefully it's not one of those, it's going to be 3 or 4 weeks from now. It would be nice if it still dropped in June sometime. But with that, I think we'll leave this off here. I'm actually growing more and more excited for, hopefully, what is going to be news about the new war. But the fact that they have Rhino in the background here, and it's relay related, has me intrigued as to what's going on in Relays. Obviously, have to wait until 5 PM ET on July 17th to find out. So, until then, I think we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.